Hello guys, I'm here today to do a little journaling, a book journaling video. I just started mine. I actually just did the title page and then thought I should probably record the other stuff that I'm doing because it's really cute. And so I'm a little disappointed I didn't record the first part, but we're going to start off right with a cup of tea. As always, I love Trader Joe's Harvest Blend tea. It is my absolute fave. And so my sweet husband is here and he is going to pour me some tea. Okay.
Just say when.
Do you still need water for your coffee?
No, I
Okay.
finished mine.
Then load her up. I like the swirling action. Okay, that's good. Thanks. I don't know if it's visible, but I have this cool like Yellowstone mug that I found at the thrift store. So I'm gonna let that steep for a few minutes before I drink it. Okay, so I'm here with my tea, my harvest tea, and I'm here with a new journal that I started. It is one of the, what are they called? Why am I blanking? Electrum. They have a new kind of soft cover version of them, and I just wiped, I guess, ink all over it or something. I don't know. It's not cool. Okay, well, I kind of just, I don't know, I'm sure if I had water or something, it would come off. But this was the journaling little like intro thing that I just did. So I had this cool, it's actually wallpaper, this background. And I got it when I bought an Anne of Green Gables vintage set. They were wrapped in this beautiful wallpaper. And so I ripped off some of that. And I had a card that I had found at the thrift store, and it had this kind of scene on it, so I cut it out. And then the other sweet thing is my lovely coworker, her mother-in-law, so like this elderly woman I don't know, she randomly sent my boss this envelope full of just these like beautiful cutouts from like magazines from all over. And so she didn't want them, so she just gave them to me. And I was like so overjoyed because it was just like cool ephemera for free. And so I used up some of that because I loved this kind of like Pride and Prejudice vibe, or I don't even know, just like this, I'm totally blanking on the word, but just like a very, not even vintage, doesn't even cover the word, but you know what I mean, very antique, kind of quaint look. And so I have a little cupid, some butterflies, this little girl here, and this little scene, flower, and then I have two different washi tapes here. I have one that is blue with little flowers, and then one is that's like a blue gingham. And so I didn't do this very well, but I have a bunch of extra craft paper saved up. And so I used my little stamp kit that I have here, and let me get that out. I used my little stamp kit, and I basically just stamped that out on the craft paper. Whoops, there's a little piece of it. And that's that. So that was pretty good. I liked the way that worked out. It took me a long time to kind of decide on the layout, and I was looking at a few other different things, but that's what I ended up going with. And then here I had a, oopsies, here I had a book plate. If you saw my book plate collection, I'll link that below, and I'm also going to link my washi tape collection, and I'm going to leave my favorite books of all time video, but I just basically used one of my other stamp collections, which I'm thinking, because I know I shared this somewhere, but this is actually terrible because it's just like, it's not a very good stamp set. The I is capitalized, so nothing else is capitalized except the I, and so it just isn't really great, but in certain circumstances I'll use it when I'm using something that doesn't have an I. And so I took some craft paper again, and I just kind of kept the butterfly theme or moth, I don't really know. and I just stamped that out. I don't totally love the way it turned out, but I don't hate it. And then I used one of my book plates, and it just is like a girl with a library, so I thought that was fitting. So it's like from the library of, and normally you'd put it right there, but that was obviously too small, so I did Meg Jones. And then I just did little stamps and washi tape, and I really love the way that turned out. So that makes me happy. And so the plan is that I would like to, so this is my previous journaling book journal. I don't know why I can't seem to get that phrasing right, but this is my previous book journal, and it's one that I've had forever. And it started out, I got it in like 2012, the year that I met my husband. I was in Victoria, Canada, and so my dog just came out. I guess she wouldn't leave my husband alone. And so these, over the years, I have this system. It's not a very good one. It's not a very pretty one, where I just write down some quick thoughts and like a out of 5 score for different books. And so my dream would be to basically, what I'd love to do is do a simple spread for past books, and then starting the year of 2022, kind of go into more of the like typical book journal spreads. And so I think what I'd love to do for the first one is to basically do like books of the past, and then do like that cute little like bookshelf thing that you see where it's like somebody, like they draw just like a bunch of books and write the titles, and kind of like, I just think that would look super cute with like all of them. And there's about 170, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit it. And then I'd love to do spreads of like maybe 3 a page of just like really, or like, you know, depending if it's a book where I wrote a lot, then I could take up half a page or the whole page, and then just go through the books that I've already read and write down what I've written in my review. And I don't actually have access to a printer right now, but what I plan to do is to like, so let's say I have like maybe half to a third of a page used per book that I've already read. What I'd like to do is just like have a little printout of each book, and kind of just do that. So I don't know how pretty, it'll be prettier than it was, but I don't know, it's not going to be as pretty as I would like to make the newer ones. I feel a little anxious, which is kind of bizarre, about putting things on the page. I just feel like I'm not going to make it look good enough, but you know what? It's about the process, and I have always loved the fact that I record what I think about books, but I just want a book journal that is more me, and uses up some of, like, I have so much beautiful like papers that I need to use up, and like stickers and washi tapes, and so it just sounds nice to be able to like actually use these up instead of just like hoarding them and being afraid to use them. So if anybody else has that problem, shout out, sound off in the comments. I do love that tea. Okay, so where do we start? So I think I'm going to start by maybe drawing out these shelves by hand. I want to draw out like, I think like a bookshelf. I don't know how much I'm loving this, but another idea that I have is, let's see. So I'm thinking if I actually took this and then cut it into thin strips to kind of like make a shelf, that might look cute. So let's see here. Okay, so I just kind of sketched this out. I don't love it. I'm hoping it'll look better once it's not just like terribly sketched out in pencil. So what I'm thinking is that I think I'm going to, I'm trying to think, is this a permanent pen? Pure liquid ink, Pilot, I'm not sure if it is or not. I think I'm going to, okay, I have really cute highlighters, so I think I'm going to start there. So let me just dump this out for a second. I kind of like these colors. They're kind of the vibe. So I'm going to make sure I like them. I might just stick with just these colors, actually. I really like that. And I really like that. So I think I might stick with that and that instead. We'll see. And so I'm going to do that, I think. And so I think I'm going to, erase this so that I can just like basically see the outlines. Okay, so that's enough for me, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just like go in and just do that. I don't know if that makes sense. I think what I wish I would have done is cut washi tape into strips and put it up there, like, or even like, oh, I'm so dumb, guys. Guys, I am so stupid. I almost low-key just want to like rip this page out and just like start again. I'm really extremely just like fighting that urge right now. I think I honestly might do it. I think what makes more sense is to kind of watercolor the area. But again, I'm like afraid. I'm afraid. So let's just go ahead and let's just do it. Well, that's not very pretty, but it is what it is. So I'll just put that off to the side for now. So trying to think. I have a bit of this, but let's see how it works on here. Let's see. That is definitely bleeding. My idea isn't working out very well, guys, but that's real life. Yeah, it's not waterproof. Literally at all. Okay, so
6.5 hours later.
I feel like I just made
You hit
a
a wall.
huge mess. I made a massive mess, and nothing is working out for real. I'm really upset about it.
Well, you know what? It happens. Like, I love you.
Guys, you are gonna kill me, but I don't love it. So I need to figure out another solution because I have not come this far. I have not come this far to have this be the result. It just looks so juvenile. Okay, so regroup.
Body said something good, now
I
good.
long for yesterday. Okay. Something got to go. I don't know. She wouldn't say. Like this is a bit wrinkled, but I actually don't mind that. So I think this actually looks pretty cute. So I'm going to put this down here, and I'm going to put this up here. And it's just going to be these two like very dark green pages. And then
2,000 years later.